And then we're going to go ahead and try to switch back around, but then he's going to be a turd about it and then switch back around too. All right, buddy, what do you want? Do you want to say hi? Do you wish you were on a motorcycle, but you're in the stupid little car? Rubbish Man, that's his name. Fire engine coming behind me. Okay. Make sure you guys are getting out of the way of the fire engines and emergency vehicles. Bucharest traffic, mini dum-dums. All right, we're moving out of the way. Good job. Yeah, pull up on there. Good job. Found an escape path. He did more than what I would require if I was the fire engine. I think that's kind of rude. And then you got idiots not letting him in. That just sucks.
Oh, man.
You just find a safe time to do it.
Killed me, though.
He did fine. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. This is why you don't cycle the wrong way down the one-way streets. Are we on a bicycle? Oh! Wasn't paying attention. A white staged bicycle rider. That's a no bueno. Make sure you're paying attention. Smart rider principles can apply to even cyclists. You need to seek out and recognize and understand hazardous situations. Orange stage for intersections. We have intersections right here. We have pedestrians not paying attention, and we just move on with our day. Okay, here we go. So riding our big cruiser boy. Hey, there's a, oh, I was gonna say there's a red light. You need to apply the brakes. So what happened there?
Hey, stop!
No, she's taking off, dude.
Get over here!
We had to lay her down, everybody.
Californians.
Californians.
Oh, it's leaking coolant.
All right.
It was on its side, or did you poke a hole?
Oh.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
I guess
She's sorry. Okay, let's see what happened. So we got a left turn arrow. It's green for us, and it's green for the person that caused the issue for us. So there's the situation. We're in orange stage because it's an intersection already. We're planning our ride. So we're getting up to here, and we have brake lights from the BMW Z3 or Z4 right there. There's a Prius in this shot too. Two of them. Come on now. We're getting up to here. There's the brake lights. Uh-oh, pretty terrible. Now what are we going to do? We're going to slam that front brake. Take a look at that right hand. Actually, 25% speed. Look at this. Watch him slam both hands. Big panic. Big panic. Big panic brake. So, in order to not panic brake, what are we supposed to do, everybody? What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to do a nice, easy squeeze. Progressive brake pressure. You can do that quickly. A squeeze quickly. You can do a squeeze quickly. This is a smash. This is a grab. This is a squeeze quickly. You could do that. It's very easy to do. It's just we don't have the training, I guess. We just don't have the training. So how do you get the training? You practice in a parking lot. Practice your emergency braking. Practice your progressive braking. Very, very important. So this is the same situation of I had to layer down. And what happens if we slam that front brake, that front tire stops. Therefore, it slides across the ground like we're on ice. We're going to lose traction and lose balance because we're only on two wheels. And that's why that front end is twisting to the left, because maybe at the same time he was trying to twist and then go left too and swerve. So we're going to go ahead and fall down. It's not going to be fun. And we're going to hit the ground. But thankfully it was a lower speed. So this right here, maybe white staged, maybe zoned in, but maybe zoned in on the wrong things. Always pay attention to what's pertinent. Always going to pay attention to what's right in front of you, what's going to get you. And that's going to be this driver right here. Now, how could we help this situation? Well, we could have swerved. Definitely could have swerved. We have an open lane right here. We have a big open lane right here. It's also a turn lane, so we can still navigate our turn that way. We could have went through here. Maybe position ourselves a little bit better right here. But we're still in a weird spot. We would have probably done this anyways. I probably would have been in lane position 2. Maybe a little bit more over here because I like to have good line of sight. But we could have swerved. Or, at such a low speed, just braked. I mean, we could have just had some engine braking even. Could have solved some of this. But we're going to go ahead and dump the bike because we slammed the front brake. So don't slam the front brake, everybody.
Over here.
Yeah, and play Mortal Kombat. Here we go, moving through here. We are turning. Vehicle wants to turn there. That is a really weird intersection. That is a really weird intersection. You see how it's a big turn, and then there's like this weird left turn for these vehicles? I don't need to hear about an argument. Here it is. We're turning through here. We should be looking way up here. We should be looking over here, constantly looking, constantly looking, constantly looking, constantly looking, constantly looking. And right here, why is this person slowing down? Why is the front end going down a little bit? Why are we turning left? We need to be able to straighten it up and apply the brakes. And that's exactly what he did. Great fundamental skills. Great fundamental skills. This would have been a hard one to find and a hard one to see, but you actually do need to see it, even if it's at the last second. So constantly look through the turn, figure out what's uncommon, and then if something does surprise you, your fundamental skills need to be kicking in as a smart rider, right? Practice your braking in a curve, practice, okay? Woo.
So when I seen you, I stopped.
So he said he stopped. He's sorry. We don't need to have an argument. When the guy said he was wrong, I calmed down real fast. Now, here, everybody, here's the thing. So he said, when the guy said he was wrong, I calmed down fast. So the only way people will calm down is that the other person admits fault or says they're wrong. We should still be able to have a disagreement and nobody would be mad. That's a tough thing to ask for, but let's work on that.
Have a good holiday, man.
Kimmy! What's the name?
Quite strange behavior of this driver.
Okay, uncommon thing in a common situation, stretched sport bike. All right, we're all separated, so if you're talking on your Cardo Pack Talk, it's not going to be an issue. You got a discount in the description. So somebody's going to be passing on a tiny little bike. Somebody in a truck's acting a little road ragey. So as us in the back, let's just witness some of the dumb stuff. Let's not get in front, because if he's going to push those people out of the way, he's going to push us out of the way. And now we have more vehicles, so we can easily get impacted, you know, by that person in the rear. That's what she said. And then, okay, we got that. So far, nothing crazy. Just reckless riding. We got an intersection coming up to the left, so watch out for that. Any sides of the vehicles. So this person's going to pull over, and that's fine. Just be aware that truck. Okay, the truck's taken off. I don't know what this person was expecting. And that was it. That was it? Okay. So the only thing I could talk about on this one, we're in a group ride and we're having some fun with our friends. Now, let's take a quick look at some of this part right here. Why is the guy on the stretch bike getting into the back? It sounds like there's a previous altercation, a previous escalation of riding. So he wanted to kind of jump right in. So now we have ego dictating our actions, and it's not good. Now, I know a lot of you smart riders out there are not going to be doing that, especially those of you in class right now. You wouldn't be doing this. So let's talk about some of the stuff that might affect you.
Okay,
so we're going to get up to here. Let's go ahead and get it even further. So we're going to go ahead and pass this vehicle. That's up to you if you want to make that choice. Pass the vehicle. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going to get up to here, and you witness that this truck driver is starting to push people around. Now, this guy on the stretched bike seems like the massive instigator on this one, but let's go ahead and put that away. You notice that the truck, though, is acting kind of reckless, kind of dumb. We're in the back. Now, if they slam the brakes, we were able to swerve. We're able to do some really good emergency progressive brake pressure. But if we're in the front and we're trying to just ride safely and just do the speed limit, what do you think this person might do? They might actually run up on you. They might push you off the road. As much as you didn't do anything, your buddies did something about it and made it to where it escalated. So don't be a part of that. And what I would do is sit in the back. Just kind of wait in the back, talk to them on the Cardo Pack Talks and tell them that they're all being dumb. This is the last time I'm going to ride with you. I'm going to tell your mom that you've been doing this. Guys, I'm going to tattletale. No, I just wouldn't ride with them after that. It's just kind of ridiculous because they're going to put me in danger. Sit in the back, watch this thing happen, and then if you have your rescue kit, take care of one of your buddies after they crash because they got involved in road rage. Don't do that, but sit in the back so you can actually witness this and actually make adjustments to all of it. All right? So don't do what this guy did. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time live. So make sure you check that out. But if you want to check out some other things like this video right here or this video right here, please do so. It supports the channel. Click that like button, by the way. Check into class. Anyways, I'll be seeing you around.